Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Friday episode of Ted's Booze Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted. Now, I know my hair looks a bit mad and crazy, obviously because there's no barbers open at the moment. I have ordered a trimmer on the internet to hopefully trim down some of this forest on my chin and maybe at least have a go at the bushiness up here as well, but unfortunately, you guys will have to deal with this for the next couple of episodes at least. So, hopefully on a better note than yesterday's drink, I am taking a look at something that I have more confidence in that I will theoretically enjoy than the Bulmer's mixed red crushed berries and lime cider we tried yesterday. Today we're taking a look at a Belgian blonde beer, and we are taking a look at Trappistes Rochefort, which is a Belgian beer, and interestingly it has like beer written in like Spanish, French, German. It's quite an interesting sort of like bottle, and it's just very simple. It's got the ingredients here on the back in like 5 different languages, and it says water, malted barley, sugar, wheat, starch, yeast and hop. So hopefully it's quite simple and the flavour is nice and refreshing. And we are going to be taking a look at this one here and the 2 other varieties I could find of this particular drink in the wine barrel in Brighton and Hove, because there's 3 different grades of this drink. This is the weakest one, I think, because I haven't actually checked out the ABV on the other 2 drinks I got, but so I could be completely wrong there, but this is grade 6, and the alcohol volume, weirdly enough, is actually 7.5%, so this has got a bit of a punch to it, and yeah, it's it says here it's an authentic Trappist product, and I'll have to look a bit more into that to see what that means for the next episode, where I'm going to be taking a look at Trappistes Rochefort Grade 6 Belgian Blonde beer, but for the time being we're going to be trying this one out then. I quite like the design of the bottle and the label. I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10. It's nice enough. It's simple and it could be a little bit more striking, but at the same time, that's what I quite like about Belgian blonde beers. It's like they're just very simple in most, if not all, of their aspects. And first, as always, we will have a sniff of it before we taste it, just to give ourselves a hopefully good first impression. Okay, you can definitely smell like a sort of like a hearty Belgian blonde beer sort of smell in there, but thankfully it's not too strong. It's like it's not a harsh smell at all. Like it's very sort of like smooth, and it sort of doesn't stick too long in the nostrils. So I'll give it a 9 out of 10 for the smell. It definitely doesn't overstay its welcome, that's for sure. As with pretty much every Belgian blonde beer, I'd recommend having this chilled. Completely screwed up the head there, but wait for it a little bit to go down. But yeah, it's I haven't had like a Belgian blonde or amber beer for quite a while, so I saw these in the wine barrel and I thought, considering there's a grade 6, grade 8 and grade 10 version of this, I thought I'd buy one of each of those 3 and try them out on this show. This I got for $3.49, so we'll taste it and see if it's worth that price. So, bottoms up. The thing is, it's funny because even though there's a very strong, powerful flavour here, the actual texture of the drink is really nice and palatable and smooth. Like, this goes down really easily and it's very easy to swallow. It's very nice and palatable. I imagine the strength of the taste could put some people off, because it does have a very strong sort of like ale taste, But it's interesting because it's mixed with sort of like a lot of taste that you'd associate more so with like fizzy lagers more than anything else. So it's a weird mixture of flavours. It does taste like a weird cross between like a continental amber ale, a Belgian blonde beer, and even some weird aspects of like British dark ales. Like it's weird. Like the mixture of flavours are kind of a mix of flavours that should really mix together well, but for some reason there's just something weird about the way they mix together in this. It's hard to describe. But it's good though. It's got this weird sort of like caramelly undertaste. I'm not sure if that was unintentional, but it does like bind together the different flavours of like different types of beers and ales throughout this together quite nicely, and get, you know, that caramelly sort of like tint gives it a really nice sort of tasty finish, and actually does help a little bit with the texture and like making it a bit smoother to go down the back of your throat. So yeah, the taste throughout is pretty consistently good. The finish is nice. It's easy to swallow down. It's palatable. You know, while it is quite a strong sort of beer, it's not really going to like knock your socks off, unless obviously you have a few bottles of this in a row, because like I said, this is 7.5% ABV. It's not weak, like, for a beer. That is definitely for sure, but it's sort of like, it doesn't come across too much like that in the taste and texture of this. It's very smooth, very well brewed, very competent, and very, very consistent. I don't know, there is something preventing me from giving it a 9, but it is just about an elite level drink, so I'm going to give it an 8.5, but it is a very good 8.5, really, really well earns that rating, and I think thoroughly a buy for pretty much most alcohol drinkers. I can imagine some people who like milder things would probably not like this, but generally I'd say this is pretty good for pretty much every circumstance, barring maybe a sesh drink, because I think if you have this as a sesh drink, you are going to get drunk real fast. But you know, if you want to have a few of these as your main sesh drink, go ahead. But yeah, 8.5 out of 10. Really well earned and definitely a buy, I'd say. I'm more than happy to go out my way to get this for myself again. So, if you guys did like this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you want to check out any of my other social medias, check them out in the video description below. And leave your suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar in the comments section below. But until next time, I've been your most gracious host, Ted. Wash your hands, take care of your family, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye for now.